Hello everybody, here I am crippled on the couch. This has been my life for the last week. Connor has been super dad, taking care of me and crew all at the same time, and the house, and doing the laundry and the dishes and cooking the food. He's the best. Connor's making us some popcorn and we'll get right into it. Today's video is a juicy Q&A, so little disclaimer, it's gonna be all the questions that we've like scrolled through when we've done Q&As and been like, nah, I think we'll skip that one. Here we go, we're gonna jump right into it because we all have a lot of questions. So I sourced these questions from our YouTube as well as from Instagram, asking you guys what you wanted to know. So here we go. Was crew planned? Was crew planned?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was planned. We were definitely planning on having a baby. We wanted to be having a baby right about when like I graduated, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so,
when I graduated.
Yeah, when Connor graduated.
We graduated at the same time.
Wait, we both graduated at this. What? That was a trick question.
Yeah, it was.
We were lucky to get pregnant really fast, so that was like kind of unplanned in a sense. We thought it was going to take at least 6 months or a year for us.
Britt convinced me and said it takes 6 months to get
I
pregnant.
just thought that that was like
and we
average.
got pregnant on like the first or second month.
So he came a lot faster. I was like 9 months pregnant when I graduated, but it was fun. Okay, do you guys have rough patches in your relationship when you were dating? That is a good question. We definitely did, especially when we were engaged. Connor can attest. Being engaged was really hard for us because we were engaged long distance. We got engaged in May and got married in September, and Connor went and sold for a pest control company for the summer in Kansas City. So we were apart and it was really hard, and I was really clingy and wanted to talk to him all day, and he had to work, and that kind of caused for some contention. I just was obsessed with him and didn't ever want to not be talking to him, so it caused a lot of problems. What would you say?
Yeah, I was supposed to be working and Britt would be calling me all the time.
So I'd get mad sometimes if he couldn't talk. Right. Looking back, really immature in that aspect, and I should have just realized like that he was working for us. Anyways, that was a hard part.
Did y'all wait until marriage?
For what? Just kidding.
For hanging out?
To hang out? To give each other a high five? Yeah, we did. You want to answer it?
We did. We waited until the wedding night.
We did. And honestly, it made it really special because our first time was with each other, and we'd always wanted it to be that way. Might be too juicy. LOL, was it hard to be intimate in a one-bedroom apartment with a baby? Yeah.
Why do you guys think we moved? We had to move at some point.
Did Connor watch down there when you were giving birth, and has it affected him now?
Because this was a legit concern.
You have no idea how stressed I was about this, because Connor wanted to Connor just was a little queasy about that stuff. So Connor
gets queasy.
Passed out in our very first ultrasound.
It was an internal ultrasound where they used a wand that looked this big to see our baby. And I was standing next to Britt.
Like, why did that make you pass out?
Because the wand that big I thought was going all the way into you. And that big. That big. Anyways, she was like moving. I just saw her arm and elbow moving in the ultrasound, saying, okay, so that's your bladder. Oh wow, it looks really full. Okay, yep, we're getting closer. All right, there's the baby. And as soon as like we found the baby, I started to feel really queasy, but I told myself, you got this, Connor. You're gonna make it through this. Don't pass out. I was like, I got this. Took a deep breath, did a little cough, and then
he was out.
Collapsed.
He goes, I look up and he goes, oh. Hits his chin on the table. The doctor jerks the ultrasound, still in me. I was like, and then
they called the nurse in and picked me up and had to put me in the chair so I could come back to myself.
Oh, she was so sweet.
Yeah, she was the best. Anyways, so we were really nervous, and Britt had a birth plan and I had a game plan of what I was gonna do. I had my back like at her belly button so that I couldn't see anything down there, and was just looking straight at her. Didn't watch when the epidural happened. I was just there focused on her eyes. And then when crew came out,
the adrenaline kicked in?
Yeah, the adrenaline kicked in because I did it. I cut the umbilical cord.
I I'm so proud of you. What inspired you to be an influencer?
Since I'm the influencer here, I can answer it.
Yeah, you can answer it. Go for it.
So when we moved to Hawaii, we did not understand what influencer marketing was, and we became friends with all of our friends who were influencers, and we did not understand how it worked, but we thought, let's give it a try. And so Britt really dedicated herself to taking pictures, even though we were really bad with the camera and editing and
yeah, so those
photo
first
ideas.
Photo shoots are not good. We've come a long way.
My favorite photo shoot that we've ever done was when
you gotta add a photo of it.
When we were living in Louisiana, and I was doing summer sales there, and we went out to take a photo shoot, and we thought, I thought, because I'm a big photographer guy, I was like, it's gotta be a photo of you running by the road, and I'll capture it as you run across. So I'm sitting there on the side of the road while Britt is running across, and I'm just trying to take pictures of her as she was
I'm like,
running.
did you get my form? Was that good form?
And then she'd like look at it, and it was like so blurry and just so bad.
So bad.
And we were like so frustrated.
And all these people were
like,
driving by, and Connor was so embarrassed.
Oh, 100%.
I'm like, babe, we have to do this. Okay, this is gonna do so good this time.
But now I've accepted my role as Instagram husband, and I'm better.
Yes, he has. Originally, I just wanted to start a page so that I could have like a platform to do one-on-one nutrition counseling when I graduated from college, because that's really what I wanted to do. It just started to like evolve, and I feel like people started to be more interested in like Connor and I and like our relationship, and then when we had crew it was also about him, and so it's really just evolved. But in the beginning I definitely didn't have it on my radar that I was like going to be like an influencer as a job. Are you religious? Yes, we are. We are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Proud of it. We love our faith. It plays in such a huge role in our life and in our family, and it makes us really happy. What's something you weren't ready for going into marriage? I would say having to split money and like decide together where your money goes. I grew up making my own money and paying for a lot of my things. My parents taught me the value of hard work, and I would keep like a budget book since I was little. I had a little garden in my yard where I would like grow plants and veggies, and I would come and like sell them to my dad. I'd weigh them and tell him how much they were worth, and he would pay me at the end of the month in my budget book, and I'd keep track of my expenses and my income. And getting married, I kind of thought like, oh, like I make the money, I can spend it like how I want to, or I'm like my money that I make, I can spend it how I want. But then when we got married and had I remember in the beginning I was like, why don't we have just like separate bank accounts? And that's totally awesome if you guys do have that with your spouse, but for us it like just wasn't. Connor was like, that would just be like so hard, because Connor was making the majority of the money when we first got married, so I would have had like no money. I feel like for me that was something that I had to learn, like that I had to compromise on, was how we were going to spend the money, and Connor probably definitely agrees with that. He probably wouldn't spend it on clothes if he didn't have to. What is one another's most annoying habit? You start.
No, you go.
No, you go.
You go.
You don't have any.
You don't have any either. That
Stop.
was a trick question.
You go.
Well, Britt is amazing in so many ways, and I love all the things that she does.
Just say it. Just say it.
Okay, one of the things that's a little hard is that Britt just grabs something, picks it up, and then puts it somewhere else. She's known as the tornado.
I would say for Connor it would be that he doesn't put his clothes in the dirty clothes. He just shoves his dirty clothing back in the drawers or back on the hangers, and it's actually, no, scratch that, he never puts them back in the hangers. He just shoves them in random holes around the house, and I'll find them like a month later when it's like I do the laundry, so I'll find it and I'm like, what, babe, like why is this not like in the dirty clothes basket? Like I just did the laundry a few days ago. And he's like, oh yeah, it's really rough. You bought your Instagram followers? No, I've never bought any Instagram followers or paid for any likes or anything like that. I'm very proud of the community that I've built on Instagram, and I feel like it would be really like dishonest of me if I were to buy followers. I just don't even like that idea.
I feel like it would just discredit everything.
Yeah, just discredit like everything I've done so far. I really love every single follower that's part of my community. I feel like I've built this like community of friends and they're friends with each other, and I love seeing when people comment back to each other, and they've helped me get through a lot of things and I've helped them, and it's just, I love all the people on my Instagram. Who's the better kisser? What? No. Are you kidding? In the beginning, Coco was a very good kisser. He is still a good kisser. But Connor doesn't like to kiss a lot. That's something about you.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to make out.
He like doesn't like PDA at all. Like he wouldn't, like he doesn't like kissing in public. He doesn't like really hugging in public or holding hands or anything like that.
I would just rather stay, you know, 6 feet like the coronavirus distant.
So I'm definitely the better kisser because I'm the one that actually kisses you.
The question wasn't how often do you kiss. The question was who's a better kisser.
Me, because I kiss you more. Were you scared to meet each other's parents' families for the first time? What happened? Connor has a really good story for you about this one.
Well, yeah, when I went to talk to your dad about marrying you, I'm like deathly allergic to dogs and cats, and I have asthma, so these are my weaknesses. And talked to Britnee's dad about marrying her, and as a dog, and I thought the conversation was gonna be pretty short, but it went on for a couple of hours, and I didn't have my inhaler, and I almost died.
That's a rookie mistake.
Brit's dad thought I was nervous because I was sweating and like
Connor didn't tell my parents that he was allergic to the dog. Otherwise, I'm sure my parents would have been like, yeah, let's go outside. My dad would have been like, let's go outside. No, he didn't say anything. So Connor like almost died on the car ride home. Called me after talking to him and was like, couldn't talk. And then texted me and was like, I can't breathe. I can't talk. On the phone, I need you to come get me ASAP. 2 hours away, people. We lived in Provo, and I had to drive all the way to Logan and meet him with an inhaler. So we met in the middle in Layton. I drove probably 100 miles an hour. I was sobbing, thinking that my fiance, well, my soon-to-be fiance was gonna die. You gotta tell people you're allergic to.
I know, but I didn't want to say, hi, my name's Connor, I'm thinking of marrying your daughter. Also, I'm allergic to your dog, and I could die. Nice to meet you. I don't know if that's the best way to go about it.
It definitely is if you're gonna die.
To my credit, I thought the conversation was gonna be maybe 30, 35 minutes.
Do you have any phobias? Yes. Let's see. Insects, cockroaches, grasshoppers, snakes.
Bad guys.
The dark.
Boogeyman.
Kidnappers, murderers. I don't know. What else?
I think that's the most
of the
things. I don't have.
Tough guy.
Actually, I'm definitely scared of snakes. This was a very scary moment of my life. You can see this picture of us holding the anaconda in Peru.
Connor was screaming. I was like, something.
Brit was tough and held it. I was on the verge of tears. It was so big.
Thanks for watching.